Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So I know it's been a couple of days since I washed the charger and there's a ceramic coating on it, but I just want to give you guys a little update how it's looking right now. I say it's been like about 3 days now since I did the wash and the ceramic coating, but so far that I'm looking at, everything looks good. You know, so what I noticed also about the sprinklers, one day it turns on and then the other day wouldn't turn on, so it's like on and off. So as you guys can see, there's no sprinkler water spots in there, so which is good. One more thing that I was thinking as well too, so maybe to park the car in the middle instead of on the sides, so the sprinklers won't get it. That's one thing I could do as well. But this is the way the charger's looking. It's looking pretty good so far. You know, no dust as much as it used to pick up pretty quick. And then as you guys can tell too, it's windy. You guys see all that wind on the trees moving, all the branches. But as you guys can see, look, it looks nice and clean. For once, after like 3 days, it's still looking good. The paint, not as much dust on it, real light. You know, it's obvious because, you know, especially this car is black. But other than that, guys, I'm happy with the results with that ceramic coating that I've done so far. And that's that. I didn't do the rims, so I'm gonna do that right now, because I'm telling you, I am gonna end up painting those later on in the future. But I'm showing you guys everything, no dust at all. These does have a lot of marks. I'm not sure from where, like stains and stuff like that. As you guys know, this is wrapped to black, which it was red back then. But yeah, guys, this is the way how it's looking. I'm really happy with the results. But as you guys see the title, the thumbnail, let's get straight to it. Catch you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so welcome back. I just want to do this video as well. So now that I'm inside the Dodge Charger 6th generation, so all my 6th gen people, we're still putting Charger in work. You know, everything's still looking good, and you know, just trying to make these things last forever. You know, but as I'm saying, what I was gonna be bringing up in this video, I was gonna go talk about the sound system that these 6th gen Chargers have. When I first got this vehicle, what's it called? I know it came with the original stock sound system. As you know, these cars have been around for years, so what I ended up doing, I did replace them, especially because when I got the car, I did notice a lot of cracking and a lot of popping noises that these speakers would do. As you know, these are older, so I checked them out as well when I took out the doors and everything apart. So I did notice that a couple of speakers that were ripped, and I'm guessing that could be from the sun, or you know, maybe from all that time that the speaker's been in there, or you know, also too that, you know, when people just put the music real loud, also that could be affecting the speaker as well. But other than that, I was gonna tell you guys I did replace those speakers. So the ones that I did end up going for was the two small ones. I think they're 3.5s, like that, pretty big. So I did replace those. When I did take those out, especially because they're right there on top of the dashboard, you know, the sun would just come in straight. So I guess those speakers never been replaced since I got the Charger. But when I took those out, those things were ripped, like totally ripped. So when I'll check them out, actually, excuse me, when I took them out, I touched them and they just went straight to dust. You know, they just so beat up from the sun. I guess the sun just ate them up. So those two were pretty bad, so I changed those. So that's why I know my system wasn't, you know, hearing as good as it's supposed to, which I'm not sure what kind of quality or what type of speakers originally they came with. But you know, when I got the car, it wasn't sounding as good, so I replaced those. And then these weren't too bad, but you could tell they've already been through a lot, you know, especially with all that sun and the heat. You know, they just started wearing out. But so I did replace those. And then for these two front ones, I went with the Pioneers 6x9s. These two, I think it said they came out with 450 watts by 4 or something like that. It's been a while that I replaced it, maybe like, I say 4 years ago that I replaced these, which I replaced them myself. So I did these two. And then one thing about these Chargers, don't come with a lot of speakers. So I did these two front ones, the doors, and then in the back and the trunk, they do come with two more 6x9s. So I replaced those. And with the ones in the back, I think I did end up going with some kickers, 6x9s as well. So those were pretty beat up as well. So I did put the 6x9s kicker speakers. So now that I did those, that made a big difference as well. Not only that it made a big difference, also because the speakers from back then, they wouldn't have no tweeters right in the middle of the speaker. So now that I replaced all these speakers, now they sound better of a quality and better clear sound. And also it gives me a louder sound as well, because I guess I had that tweeter, so it gives it more voice. But these front ones on the dashboard, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but these are kickers as well. So those are kickers on the dashboard, and then these are Pioneers on the doors, and then the ones in the back are kickers, 6x9s as well. But the reason why they're all mix and match, but they're all brand new at the same time when I bought them, is because when I was purchasing them, there wasn't as many, so I had to go with different routes, you know. So, but as far as I know, Pioneers and kickers are pretty much like one of the top of the line speakers. And then so once I replaced those, so the car started sounding really good on the sound system, so everything's nice and crispy now. But one thing I did notice when I was doing the ones in the trunk, I did notice that there's like a subwoofer right in the middle. I'm not sure if all Chargers have them, because I know the SRT8s from all type of models, the SRT8s do have one in the trunk, but on the side, right, I think on the right side, I think they have like a subwoofer, which is kicker. But these RTs, I'm not sure the XXTs or the SEs have them, but I know the RTs, I noticed they have like I think it's an 8-inch subwoofer speaker that sits right in the middle between the two 6x9s. So I did check it out. I did talk to one of the stereo guys that do all, you know, all the connectings and the wirings and all that kind of stuff. I did talk to him about that speaker. He said he does know about those, but I did want to go for a different route, maybe to like a kicker as well, or, you know, or a Scar subwoofer, you know, maybe to get more bass out of it, or better sound. But he told me that best for me to do on that part, he told me to get a original one, the same one from dealer. But you know, that would have been a whole different price, but I don't want to go towards that part, because, you know, I checked it out and it looks still good, you know. And I did put the music, I did turn it on the music, and to see how it sounds. And I noticed about those speakers don't really make a lot of noise, you know. But it's cool. I'll just leave it like that for now. I'm not sure, maybe just in the future, maybe just go for maybe like change a different subwoofer on it. But I'm telling you, I think it is an 8-inch subwoofer, or 10. I think it's an 8. The 10's too big in there. But I'll just give it a try. Maybe put like a kicker. I think most likely a kicker. Hopefully there is size for that, or a Pioneer or something. And then I'll give you guys a review on that. But you guys comment down below if you guys have, you know, problems with those speakers from the Chargers. You know, as we should, especially since these are older cars. You know, all these speakers tend to tear, you know, with all these years without being replaced, or, you know, people just having loud music on them and they just start blowing up out of nowhere. But you guys go ahead and comment down below if you guys have the same problem. But I just want to do this video. And so now that I did that, and besides that as well, this car did have a system. I did have a system on this car. I went all crazy with it. It did have a big amp for the bass, and I also had an Epic Center, and I also had 2 subwoofers, 12s, kickers. So just imagine that. So when I had all that added to the car, the bass was crazy, you know. So I just took it out, you know. Besides, I didn't really use it as much, you know. Besides, you know, you get a lot of attention with the cops, and, you know, there's a whole different story. But if you guys want to see it, I'll go ahead and show you guys right now all the wirings that I have, and, you know, that I added to the subwoofer to the car. But other than that, you know, I'm pretty happy with the car as it is now, as the way it's sounding. But I did have some tweeters up here too. This little molding thing right here, I did have 2 tweeters, one on this side that I had put on, and one on the other side as well, on the driver's side. I just took them out. Just sometimes I felt like they were just popped. after a while, like they just went out. They weren't hearing as clearly anymore. So I just got tired of it and I just pulled them out. But other than that, guys, everything been good. And then let me show you the stereo that I got as well. Because the one when I first got the car, it did have like those little old school stereos, the little thin one with the middle button and all that stuff. You know, so it was an aftermarket stereo. It wasn't no OEM. So I replaced that one for this one. But let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about, and then we'll get back to it. There you go, guys. So that's the stereo that I added. It is a dual tech. I did purchase this one through Walmart. So this one been a long time ago that I had to purchase it as well. It does a job, you know. It has some couple of functions and all that stuff. This one did come out to like, I think it was 150 or 200 bucks, I think. But I do want to change it though. I do want to change the stereo. I want to get like the Neurostar ones, like the ones that pop up, like a flat plasma TV. I want to get those because these, I feel like this one don't work as good for me as for I want it for. And I feel like the other one just has like a better quality, and it'll give better performance to my system. But I'll go ahead and do that separate video that I'll be changing this out some other time. But this is what it has. The stereo has for radio and all that kind of stuff. The Bluetooth, the Apple CarPlay. I tried it. It does come with the wire in the back for USB, but it doesn't. It don't get it. I don't know why. But this is a part that I like the most. This bass equalizer part. So that's the way I have it now. And yeah, guys, there ain't nothing special. So let me go ahead and shut that off, and then let me go ahead and show you guys in the back. Everything's in the back of this car, the back seat, when I still have that system on it. I'll go ahead and show you. There's everything right here. I don't have the wirings in here. So you guys can see, this is all the wirings right here. You guys can't really see that much. So it's all the wiring that I had for the system. That are maybe I'm not sure. I don't think I am though. But this is all the wiring that I had from the amplifier, from the Epic Center, and also I think the two speakers, the Subwoofers 12 kickers, and that will go all the way to the stereo. But I'm not sure if I should connect the stuff back or just leave it like that as it is. You know, just to not grab too much attention. But you guys comment down below what you think I should do. But let me go ahead and close this up. Y'all comment down below if you guys had the same problem when I first got my charger with the sound system. You know, not sounding as good, or maybe Dodge should have just done a better job with that stuff. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I don't got nothing else for you guys. And to be honest, I didn't even know what kind of brown speaker or sound system this charger had. To be honest, I didn't even know. I didn't even check. But you know, these speakers been around for a while. So it was already a time to an upgrade on these speakers. But this video is done, guys. I don't got nothing else for you guys. So make sure you guys comment down below, like, and subscribe. So make sure you guys stay tuned on the next one.